Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. Hope you're doing well. And a bit of an advice video for you, inspired by me seeing another person online going through what looks like kind of a hard time. Going through what looks like a hard time. A lot of you are very young, and you have this idealistic notion in your heads that you're going to be going after your dreams. You're going after your dreams. You're going to make it. You're going to go after those dreams in your head. And listen, that's what you want to have, at least to a degree. You want to have that passion and ambition and drive, and you want to do that dream job. You want to go after it. That's totally good. That's totally fine. And I've done videos before in the past about sort of doing that reasonably. Most recently, my fallback plans video. Just in case your dream doesn't work out, have a fallback plan. Have a plan B. Have something that you can do just in case you need to change course. Have a fallback plan. But this is a little different. This is more directly about dreams, not so much fallback plans and that sort of thing. Because anybody can go after their dream. Anyone can go after their dream. However, there's a difference between doing it in a smart way, doing it in a dumb way, going after your dreams, or going after your delusions. Okay, there's a difference. And the reason that I make this video is, as I may have already said, I saw someone online who is trying to do this very same thing. Looks like they're going through a hard time, and I think part of the reason they're having a hard time is they are suffering from some delusions here, some illusions of grandeur, I guess, or I don't know, grandeur to come, I suppose. This individual is trying to make a rap career for him or herself, and this person, from what has been divulged online, has racked up $164,000 in debt trying to get a rap career off the ground. And this person has sold their house, sold their car, and it's all to get this rap career off the ground. And all these bills to pay, so on and so forth. And it's insanity. It's insanity. And it's not insane because this person has something that they want. It's not insane because this person wants to become a rapper, wants to make music for a living. There's actually nothing insane about that whatsoever. What's insane about it is the way this person is going about achieving that. They just think that they can continue to throw money at it, and as long as they're trying, and the biggest signifier of trying is just throwing more and more money down into the well, then you're trying, and you're putting yourself out there, and that's not necessarily the case. Because the thing is, in 2018, you do not need to spend that much money to get a music career off the ground, to get yourself some PR, and to get music recorded and music videos shot. Like, it does not cost that much money. Maybe this person thinks that they are buying the best of the best of the best of the best, and that's going to put them where they need to be, but it doesn't need to happen. For a fraction of the money that you've essentially just burned, you could have bought some very nice recording equipment. Don't got to go to a studio. You could have bought yourself music equipment so you can make your own beats, make your own production. And, well, I don't know how to make beats. Well, maybe you're not cut out for this shit. Because honestly, in the music industry today, a lot of people are wearing a lot of hats. It's very rare that you have an artist who is sort of at the total upper echelon and they're not doing anything except just showing up to sing or rap into a microphone and they just go back to sleep. A lot of people are not just performing, but they are writing, they are producing, they are engineering a lot of their own stuff. And if you're starting at the bottom, you have to think about and sort of see it as you starting at the bottom. And when you're at the bottom, you You're going to have to use every tool and talent that you have to scrape your way to the top. And if the only tool or talent or resource that you have is money, you're eventually going to run out of that, because nobody has that forever. So you're eventually going to run out of that. So I in a way, I do feel bad for this person. I feel like whoever is taking this money from him is knows that it's not going anywhere, and they're just like, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. And that's fine, I guess. You know, they have a business to run as well, I suppose. However, like, if you're going to make it in the music industry, you have to be self-aware enough to know when something is or is not working. And this doesn't even just hold for the music industry. This holds for pretty much every dream job that you could or could not have. You need to accurately assess what your abilities are, how those abilities are going to take you anywhere. Like, you need to ask yourself, well, am I actually bad or mediocre at this thing that I'm trying to do? And if I am, how could I get better? How could I improve? And if I'm good at it, and I'm a talented individual at this particular thing, how can I get it to actually benefit me? Because if you know anything about the music industry, and you know anything about popularity and album sales and music trends, that it's not always talent that ends up putting people over the edge and getting people into the music industry and generates record sales. A lot of the time it's image, a lot of the time it's hype, a lot of the time it's trendiness. And if you're not at least kind of playing to those aspects of popularity at least a little bit, you're probably not going to make it, honestly. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I feel like some people kind of fall prey to this image that the music industry sells, and I think they sell it inadvertently, at least some of the time. Because they don't want to sort of expose how the sausage is made, because there's nothing really sexy about how the sausage is made. I feel like a lot of people fall prey to this idea that just anybody can do it. Anybody can get famous. Anybody can, all you got to do is just write that one good song, and then boom, overnight, boom. I mean, there are certainly things that you can do, some of which I have suggested in prior videos, that can increase your chances that you will reach an audience by writing more often, being more prolific, following trends, putting your music everywhere where people can possibly stumble upon it. There are certain things you can do to increase your chances, but if the product isn't good, or if, you've already kind of had an audience come across your music and they're not taking to it, then you either need to, rethink your game plan, or pack it up, pack it in. And by rethinking your game plan, I mean, okay, so obviously a lot of people have heard this. However, more people than have heard probably most of the demos and albums that a lot of people throw out there onto the internet every single day, because you're one of tens of thousands of people, most likely, who are uploading music to the internet every day. Like, this is it. This is my demo. This is my album. This is my EP. I poured my heart and soul into this. I put so much effort into this. This is the best thing I've ever done. I want the internet. I want everybody to hear this and love it. So you're one of many, many, many people who are doing that every day. What makes you special? What makes you special? And that's not to say that there aren't people who aren't special. That's to say that you need to try to, as objectively as possible, assess whether or not what you're putting out there is actually going to gain an audience. Is it significant? Is it unique enough to actually make an impact on anybody? Or is it, of the flavor, of the time? Because if you're trying to be an entertainer, you need to look at that as if you were doing a service. You really do. Entertainment is a service. Entertainment is a service industry. It may seem like, there's a lot of lights and glamour and so on and so forth. And in a lot of respects there is, but at the end of the day, it's a service industry. And if you're trying to be the biggest, most famous, whatever you're trying to be on the planet, a lot of that has to do with being aware of what the audience wants, what current trends are, and appealing to those. And if you're just going to sit here and be like, I'm just going to make music about me and make the kind of music that I want to hear exactly and not really worry about what it is exactly the audience wants, well, you're probably not going to make it that far. Honestly, you're not. So, listen, here's the thing. Like, dream jobs, they all require some work. They all require some compromise in order to get that dream job, because literally nobody is getting up every day doing exactly what they want to do, only what they want to do, without any compromise, any conflicts, anything, and then just going back to sleep and just like, okay, that was a great day. This is my dream job. Like, everybody has to make tough choices, even in those dream jobs. And if you're not willing to make those tough choices, if you're not willing to make those assessments to actually kind of bring you to that point of success, make those compromises to bring yourself to that point of success. And when I say compromises, I don't mean like, I've made compromises, I've made tough choices, I've just like burned a whole ton of money. No, that's not a tough choice. Anybody can throw money at anything. If you're not making those tough artistic choices, if you're not looking yourself in the mirror and thinking, wow, like I really could be doing this better, or I really could be doing this more effectively, or, then you're probably not ready. You are probably not ready. Because it takes a lot more than just, as long as I keep doing it, I'll eventually be successful. No, that's not true. That's not true. If you're doing it wrong, you're not going to be successful if you keep doing it. That's not how it works. You need to be doing it right for a consistent period of time to make it. Okay? Like, you can't look at it as like, well, I'll eventually get where I am if I keep running. Well, truth is, you're running in circles. So, I mean, you're not going to get anywhere doing that. You need to run in a direction if you're going to get anywhere. So, guys, dreaming is great. Going after what you want in life is great, but don't be delusional. Do not be delusional. Because in order to get where you want to be, in order to be successful, you have to be honest with yourself, and you have to be self-aware. And you have to be conscious of when something is working, when something isn't working, or else it's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. And even if it does, it's not gonna happen for very long, because even if for whatever reason miraculously you do find yourself in a position where first time you try, it hits, you make a splash, and it just works, and you find yourself with your foot in the door of whatever industry or whatever, dream job it is that you want. Then after that, you need to figure out how to stay there and how to keep it. So the tough choices may not come toward the beginning. They may come toward the end or the middle. Either way, at any point, you're going to have to make those tough choices. And no matter what it is you're doing, no matter what it is you're chasing after, be ready to make them. Because if you're not, you're just going to end up spinning your wheels, ruining your life, putting yourself over $100,000 in debt, and kind of embarrassing yourself in front of your audience to, make a story out of it. So I'm going to leave it at that. Dreams or delusions? Dreams. You're the best. Forever.